Does the creation versus evolution issue really matter? Well, it really does. Because you see, the Bible teaches creation, that God created, He did it in 6 days, and so on. But if evolution is true, then that means the Bible is wrong, or at least it can't be read in a straightforward fashion. And some people would say that. They would say, well, the Bible's true, but it doesn't really mean what it says. Well, then in what sense is it really true? If the Bible doesn't mean what it says in Genesis, how can you trust that it means what it says on how to inherit eternal life? Does God really know how to communicate, or doesn't He? That's what it comes down to. Biblical authority is at stake. There's another issue that people often fail to consider, and that is the issue of what is the origin of death. Now, if evolution is true, then death has always existed and is really the process by which organisms have evolved. On the other hand, the Bible teaches that death is an intrusion into a world that was once perfect, a world that God originally called very good. But because human beings rebelled against God, He rightly punished us by introducing death into that world. He instituted animal death at that time to provide skins of clothing for Adam and Eve, and I think that symbolized the Christ to come who would actually pay the penalty for our sin. Now, death being the penalty for sin is at the heart of Christianity, because you see, if evolution is true, then that means death is not the penalty for sin. And if death is not the penalty for sin, then why did Jesus have to die on the cross? Certainly the creation versus evolution issue really matters.